You are too attached. You keep pushing and pushing and pushing and grabbing on to everything in your life. You are too attached, my friend. In this video, we are going to dive into attachment. In relationships, in our manifestations, in our visions, in our goals, in who we are trying to be, in love. Yes, love, your heart. We're going to talk about it all. And by the end of this video, you will release that one attachment that you're really holding on to. That one attachment that just doesn't really belong here anymore. First, let's start with the attachments to who you believe you are. This identity, your ego, this story. You are so attached to the familiar, to an illusion. Yes, an illusion. The illusion of self. The illusion you've crafted from when you came into this life and to this point, here and now, where you've collected these emotions into your body, these stories about who you are, well, going through experiences while listening how others react to your presence, what others say about you. You've grabbed on to all of these things, making it who you are. This is the root of attachment. All of the other attachments that we will talk about stem from this attachment within yourself and is reflected into your visions, your relationships, your goals that are all in this physical world that you have as a desire. So you have this attachment to this story, these beliefs, that you need to feel a certain way, that you have to show up a certain way, that you are a certain way. This is who you are. So we're sitting here in our body. You're attached to your body even. You're attached to go even deeper. You're attached to this physical world. You're attached to this physical life, these outcomes. This is a very interesting tool. Follow me. I want you to look at yourself. Look at the reflection on your phone. I want you to look into your eyes in that reflection. Who is looking back at you? It's not your body. It's something greater than your body. Now look at me. Look at my eyes. Who is looking at you beyond my physical body? What? You see how we get attached to this life, to this body when We are something so much greater than this physical body in this life. And it's a crazy thing to comprehend. A lot of people can't really feel that concept, not even a concept. They can't understand or feel that within themselves, see that clearly. And if you get lost in that, you get blocked in this body, you will lose sight of how powerful you really are. You will get attached. I think I'm a good looking guy. I have a really good body, in my opinion. I work really hard. I could even get attached to that. That could become my identity. I'm not gonna lie, I looked at myself the other day, actually last night. And I was like, I look like this? That's kind of crazy. And then I was like, just my body. It's just my body. It's not even close to who I really am. It's not even close to the full expression of what I embody. You embody something so much greater than just this physical body. Never let it limit you. Never. Never let your human desires and your human flesh limit you. That is where these attachments come. It's at such a smaller level. It's almost like you can't see the full picture, so you grab on to these little things like your physical body, like how your appearance is, how others view you. You grab onto something so you can get comfortable in the familiar, because that's comfortable, that's known. And if you were to do something else, you would have to completely surrender everything you've ever known, to completely accept and let go every single attachment about yourself. Every story you've told yourself about who you are and why that is and what makes you special. Oh, this makes me special. This makes me enough. I did this, so I'm worthy of love. You'd have to let go of all of that. To fall into the unknown. To release the attachments to all of these outcomes. You have to let it go. Makes me think of a girl I actually saw earlier today. I could get attached to that. I could get attached to that outcome. I could get attached to how that plays out. I could get attached to her physical appearance even. I could get attached to the story I've made up in my own head about what's gonna happen, how it's gonna play out. The good story, the bad story, the positive, negative, whatever. I could get attached to all those stories. That could become who I am. That could play into my story. And I could grab onto it. And I bet if I grabbed onto it, I would only push it further and further away. Because that's the reality of it. All of this attachment stuff, you create no space for God to do his work, because you're so caught and blinded in these attachments to these stories, to all these things, to these people, to these goals, to these visions. All of it. You're so attached to this world, to your body, what other people think about you, that you completely lose sight of this life, of this experience, of consciousness, of God, of source, of creator, of oneness. You lose sight. And the energy of attachment, of latching on, grabbing on, is the energy of not enough, is the energy of lack, is the energy of scarcity, not abundance, not wholeness, not love. When you grab on to that romantic partner, you grab onto that relationship out of scarcity, out of fear, you only push them further away because you're projecting the energy into consciousness, into this world, that you don't have that within yourself. You aren't whole already the way you are. So attachment is your kryptonite. Detachment is your manifestation superpower. It's your freedom. Because it's a crazy thing. When I talk, let me say it like this. You won't have to manifest anything. You think God has to manifest anything? You think Source has to manifest anything? What is there to manifest? What is there to chase? What is there to create? It's already here. It's already within you. You don't have to manifest anything. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to be within it right here, right now. There's nothing to manifest. There's nothing to chase. There's nothing to create. There's nothing outside of yourself you will ever need in this life. That is all an illusion. And I hope you give yourself that privilege right now to be free, to set yourself free, to feel whole, to feel that love, free of any outcomes, free of these. Look, I'm a very driven individual. I have great visions, massive, massive, massive visions for my life that I can't even explain to you with words yet, that are quite literally outerworldly, out of this physical world. I have goals. I got these visions, right? And I'm not saying we're not getting better every day. I'm not saying we're not showing up. But it's the attachment to it. I have this understanding within myself that when I need to know, I will know. Like making these videos. I don't put any attachment or pressure on making this video. I had no idea what I was going to talk about until the song. I was listening to a song before I started this video, and then instantly it was out of meditation into song, and now I'm here. No attachment. I'm just talking. No attachment to outcome, no attachment to the views, no attachment. Just talking from the heart, seeing what sticks, seeing what happens, seeing what relates, seeing what connects, but not even about that. I'm just presenting my energy. This is God expressing itself through me. This is what God wanted me to share with you. I'm going to step out of the way, and I'm going to let God do that. And really, that's what happens when you detach. When you release those attachments, you create space for God to just it's really like that too. Once you detach and you create that space, you will believe because it's happening, but you will be in awe. Truly, you will be in awe when you get out of the way and you allow God to just that's the sauce. That's the life. Like, let go of the illusions, let go of these attachments. If you're still hooked on your ex, I get it. Dude, I'm gonna be raw, I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. Dude, there's this girl from my past that never even dated. I dreamed about for probably 2 years. 2 years. Never even dated. Didn't think anything of it. Months go by, probably 6 months go by, and she starts peering in my dreams for 2 years. I don't even know why I said that, but that's like attachment. What I've learned at this point is she was a mirror in a sense, was a symbol in a sense, was an opportunity for me to learn about myself, and truly was a mirror back to me where I was at within myself constantly in that dream state, in that state. It happened to be the same girl over and over that taught me and showcased to me what true love is. And it wasn't about love with her. At first, I was attached to, it meant that it has to be her. If she keeps coming to me in my dreams, it has to be her. But really, this whole time, it wasn't about the attachment of the physical body. It wasn't an attachment about in this physical life that we needed to be together. It wasn't about that. It was a reflection back to me, to my soul, of where I was at and how to love myself. I was attached, tried to grab on to her. It wasn't her. It was never out there. It's never out there. It's always here. It's always right here. Don't go looking. Don't go grabbing onto these people in your life, getting attached, just to push them away. Just for you to realize it was never about them. It was always within you. Everything you ever needed. You've always been whole this whole time. You've always been whole this whole time. Whole the whole time. And when you listen to this video, I just ask that you don't just listen to these words, but you allow yourself to feel it. You open yourself up to this feeling, to that energy, to that place, to God. Yes. Open yourself up. Let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let it out of your body. Man. I want to just give you a hug right now. Just want to give you a hug right now. Let it all go. The need of anything. Let it go. The attachments to your physical desires, to your lust. Let it go. generational trauma, to the chains, the shackles covering your heart. Let it all go. Open yourself up. You know, I've been told by a lot of people I'm very closed off. I never open up my heart, or at least in the past. And that was a story I carried. Let go of that story, let go of that attachment anyways. I believe that within myself, so I did show up that way. And a crazy breakthrough, obviously first I released that attachment, let go of that identity, that story about myself. I looked inside of myself and started feeling more self-love, started opening my heart up more. But a really big turning point for me was, you have nothing to hide, my friend. God already sees all of you, already feels all of you, already sees your heart, already sees your intentions, sees it all. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to be scared of. You're already completely seen. So why not open up your heart? Why not? God already sees it all. Your heart's already open. That love that you dream about, that love that you wish would just happen, you already got it. You don't need it from nobody else. If you get to share that with someone else, delightful. Cherish it. But don't get attached to it. Don't go grabbing onto that person. Don't go thinking you own this person. They're your property. I'm locked to them forever. Don't do this. Don't do that attachment to yourself. Don't do that to the relationship. That's not the reality of life. That's not the reality of relationships. Not the reality of energy, of consciousness, of God. There's a lot going on. Allow the love to flow as it is. Allow yourself to show up as the most raw, real, genuine, authentic expression of God, where you almost get out of the way of yourself for God to come through. And you fully immerse yourself in that love, in that relationship. But when it's time and you gotta let go. Not out of a bad place, not out of hate, not out of any of that, but an understanding that relationships come and go, that energy changes, that connection changes through life, and you don't have to attach yourself to it. You don't have to grab onto it and hold on for your life. If you are, you should probably look at where that actually stems from. Because remember, it's not about that other person. It's about what they reflect back to you. So where are you at within yourself that you need a certain outcome in a relationship to unfold in order for you to experience love, in order for you to be grateful, in order for you to be calm and present in your life? Check your illusions. I guess with that being said, welcome to the MBSU community. If you've made it to this point, which you have, welcome to Mind, Body, Soul Unity. It's a community we've started where we talk about all of these things. We talk about life, we create the space, the support, the tools, all of it. Mind, body, soul, unity, oneness. Reach out. You can connect with me directly through my personal Instagram. It'll be in the description, or you can reach out to the community through Instagram. It'll be in the description as well. Comment, share your thoughts, share that one attachment that you can walk away from this conversation completely letting go. With that being said, let's take a moment of silence to give thanks. Let go of that attachment, that one big attachment that needs to be let go. Hand it over to God. Hand over the needing to know everything exactly as it plays out. Hand it over. Hand it all over. Doesn't always have to be clear. You don't always need to see the next step clearly or know how it all unfolds. Hand it all over. All the anxiety, all the weight. Hand it over and give thanks to God. And realize it's within you. God is within you. You are not separate from God. You never have been. With that being said, let's take one big breath in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in 3, 2, 1. You are free. You're a beauty. Keep shining your light. Keep being you. Keep believing. Keep believing in that higher power within you. Never turn your back to it. Whenever you need something, you got it. Always. I love you. Talk soon.